when I put it out there digitally, I never trust it.
You don't trust it.
Okay, yesterday, this is a perfect lead-in to this. Yesterday, we had a particularly difficult put-up-or-shut-up rock and roll trivia game, all right? Chris Demm won it 6-1. The player, non-unicorn Andrew, only got one and was disappointed with himself and passed on a bunch of them and so forth. And even coming back in, I said, this is a hard game. Chris Demm won it 6-1, as he so often does. Now, Rusty, who is our fact-checker, really, really went on a deep dive on these particular questions, and said, I was curious about something. I wanted to see if Chris Demm could beat artificial intelligence in put up or shut up rock and roll trivia. So Rusty fed every single question from the game into Chat GPT to see how many Chat GPT would get right. And the final tally was Chris Demm beat him 6-4.
Wow.
Was the final.
Did Chat GPT say, what kind of nut wrote these?
Someone must be on a diet.
I'm not. Don't you call me nuts. Nobody calls me nuts and gets away with it. Chat GPT said, some nut must have written these questions.
What nut wrote these?
Rusty went so into it. The first question was, let me see here. The first question was about songs we're tired of hearing. And for each one of them, he led in the questions, and it missed the song we were most tired of hearing, which was Old Town Road. It gave some gobbledygook answer like, I am not able to look at this answer, blah, blah,
that's
blah.
interesting.
Now,
but there are multiple AI engines now, right? I mean, Chat GPT is just one.
Yeah. It's the main one, the one most known.
Isn't it's supposed to get smarter, though, too?
It is supposed to get smarter.
So the thing is, like, once you put this stuff in, and I wonder if it goes and looks it up now. And now if you asked it again, would it say, yes, it's Old Town Road by Lil Nas X? Because now it knows.
Now, Chris Demm missed this question. There was a question about a Bruce Springsteen song that had the exact same title as a Martin Sheen, Sissy Spacek movie that Springsteen had seen 5 years earlier before the song came out. The answer is Badlands, and Chat GPT got it right. And he transcribed this question exactly the same. And it also got the Huey Lewis question a couple days off. The question was, what was Huey Lewis' last top 20 hit in 1991? It has the word days in the title, and the answer is couple days off, and Chat GPT got it right. But it only got 4, so Chris Demm wins 6-4. Then Rusty pitted Chris Demm versus Google. So he did the same type thing, but he typed in the questions to Google.
That's the standard search engine?
Wow. Standard search engine, yes. Fed it into Google, and Rusty says Google did better than Chat GPT, correctly answering the Tom Petty question, which was Tom Petty. Tom Petty said that this female artist did the best ever cover of the song Refugee. Chat GPT missed it. So did Chris Demm. Google got it right. The answer was Melissa Etheridge.
Crazy.
And Google got it right. And it also, Chat GPT really fumbled on a question about The Who. Has The Who put out more studio albums or compilation best of albums? Chat GPT missed it. Chris Demm got it right. Google got it right. Google won 7-6 over Chris Demm. So,
wow.
To put them all together, Google 7, Chris Demm 6, Chat GPT 4, non-unicorn Andrew 1. So Google's better than Demm, who's better than Chat GPT, who's better than Demm. I know. I mean, he went all in with that stuff. Pretty impressive. I mean, that's Rusty for you.
Yeah.
Rusty does that kind of thing. Then there's another.
He's not nuts.
No, he's not nuts. And Google also said, "What kind of nut wrote these?" You can call me. Don't you call me nuts now? Yeah. Do I like pain? Yes.
Yes.
Do I starve myself?
Yes.
Do you shun the modern world in many ways?
Yes.
In every possible way, I do. Do I still call in the pizza parlor?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I'm calling. I'm not ordering online. That's the way I do things. Okay. Same type thing. This is a P1 listener, Shake and Bake. Okay. And he went on to Chat GPT. This is artificial intelligence. And he said, just for giggles, I said, give me a review of the Two Guys Named Chris show in Central North Carolina. All right.
Oh.
This is Chat GPT. And I'm going to read exactly what it was said by Chat GPT. In the quirky little town of Greensboro, North Carolina, where the air is filled with laughter and the locals are always up for a good time, There's a show that brings double the fun and double the laughs. It's the Two Guys Named Chris extravaganza. That's Chat GPT. All right. Okay. It continues. Meet Chris number 1, a self-proclaimed expert in dad jokes who has a knack for turning even the simplest situations into hilarious comedy gold. Armed with an endless supply of puns and a twinkle in his eye, he's the master of a witty one-liner that'll leave you in stitches for the rest of the day. And then there's Chris number 2, the resident goofball who never takes himself too seriously. With an infectious energy and an uncanny ability to find humor in the most absurd places, he's a walking comedy hurricane, leaving everyone around him double over in laughter. Okay. Together, these two titans of radio comedy create a whirlwind of hilarious skits, improv games, and side-splitting banter that can't be missed. From their comical misadventures to their outrageous attempts at mastering the art of cooking, spoiler alert, it usually ends in disaster. Every episode is a roller coaster ride filled with laughs. But wait, it's not just Chris and Chris that steal the show. They're joined by a zany cast of characters, including the perpetually bewildered weatherman who always seems to be one step behind the chaos. And the eccentric producer with an inexplicable fascination with garden gnomes.
What?
I think they nailed Dave.
Oh, I do too.
He's always one step behind.
Yeah.
It's so true.
I think what has happened here is that we're so unknown.
Yeah, they have to make up
They
stuff.
just-
They just made it up.
This is the equivalent of a high school junior who has no idea about a book that he or she read and had to write a report.
That's right. And this is,
And just fluffed it.
by the way, this sounds better than what it actually
Way
is.
better. I'd rather listen to that show.
Me too. Finally, Chat GPT, in describing this show, says, with their unique blend of slapstick humor, witty banter, and a dash of absurdity, the Two Guys Named Chris show promises an unforgettable experience that will have you laughing until your sides ache and your cheeks hurt. So grab your popcorn
What?
and prepare to have your funny bone tickled.
Popcorn.
Get ready for a day of hilarity with Two Guys Named Chris. That's how we should start every show.
I've never heard so much manure shoveled.
Wow.
That's Chat GPT for you. Yeah.
We've made zero mark on the internet.
Obviously none. I don't even know who we are. I have no idea. I got Biggie carousing with garden gnomes. Come on. Chat GPT, you can do better than that, can't you?